We've all played stunning games before. Now it is interesting how the word stunning shifts in meaning depending on the individual and their overall viewpoints as far as aesthetics are concerned. Some people consider games such as Cyberpunk 2077 or The Last of Us 2 to be stunning in the visual department, while others, me included, find games such as Dark Souls 3, Crawl, and Forager stunning. Both sides are absolutely valid and nobody can dictate concretely what is beautiful or not in a game. Today I want to talk about Persona, however, and how its art direction is so spectacularly made it's nearly unreal. Of course, these are my views, opinions and aesthetics, so feel free to completely disagree with me on that one. Let's tackle the terminology. Art direction and graphics is not always the same thing in a game. The so-called graphics are the visual effects, the 3D or 2D models, and the overall graphics engine of the game. The art direction and graphic design of a game, however, holds the role of the visual communication, color palette, and the aesthetics of the game. This doesn't necessarily mean that these two departments are wholly different, but there are some vast differences between them. A good 3D modeling artist, for example, doesn't have to be a good graphic designer or visual communicator to be successful, and vice versa. Art direction is where games such as Persona, Danganronpa, Destiny or Hades excel. What is so special about Persona's art direction, however? Let's take a look at the color palette first, as I do trust that it is the most important part of an effective art direction. Solid bold colors such as red, green and black entangle the screen, each utilized perfectly to convey a different emotion and factually tie certain themes to certain characters. This makes each character in Persona feel special and differentiates them from the rest. For example, Chie is tied with the color green, while Yukiko is tied with the color black. Chie is way more outgoing and extroverted than Yukiko, and that is explored through their colors. You can see the same thing done in Destiny 2, with Commander Zavala having a blue-themed outfit and being the head of Vanguard operations, which ultimately fosters the color blue, and Sax having a red-themed outfit, being the head of the Crucible, which fosters the color red. Blue conveys protection and serenity, while red conveys passion and freedom. Next up, let's explore the user interface or UI design of a game such as Persona against that of a game such as For Honor. Persona on one hand has splendidly vivid shapes and colors, tailored and stylized extravagantly as they should to convey certain emotions to the player. They also fit the aesthetic of the game perfectly. That's how you make some solid UI design. For Honor, on the other hand, has plain and simplistic menu screens without too much to offer. It can be perceived, however, as less punchy to the eye and more practical in its usage. It isn't even near, however, to Persona 5's overall aesthetic prowess. Destiny 2 is an honorable mention here and a testament to minimal design when it comes to menu screens, having pure sans fonts and toned down colors for the sake of practicality. Destiny 2's menu screens are basically For Honor's approach done right. Lastly, we're going to explore the comparison of concept art or character design of two critically acclaimed games, one being Hades and the other being Silent Hill 2. Both have outstanding concept art, atmosphere and environmental design, but for completely different reasons. Silent Hill 2's art direction is horrendous to the untrained eye, and nothing makes sense until you actually play the game. I spent my high school years, being 6 years ago, thinking that Silent Hill 2 was an extremely overrated horror game solely milking the nostalgia of 90s gamers. A year ago I gave it a go and tried playing it to formulate an opinion. I was absolutely shocked, stunned and amazed by the feeling of emptiness and stress the game was giving me. Everything was grotesque, cold, muted and gloomy, from the atmosphere and the sound effects to the concept art of the game. Even James's running animation was expertly tailored to convey a feeling of uneasiness and impracticality, further showing how clumsy he is physically. Hades, on the other hand, shines impeccably in its bright, saturated colors. Each god concept design is excellently done to suit and fit their personality, from Dionysus' deep purple tones conveying the colors of grapes and poison, and Zeus's potent yellow, which ultimately shows the might of thunder, to Chaos's mysterious, whimsical, starry appearance, conveying the sense of probability and randomness. Recognizing the sometimes subtle differences between a good art direction and good VFX is something many people don't bother with. That way, they lose subtle dispositional, environmental, and often game lore traits. It's a shame, given the fact that so much time and effort is put to games such as these. This concludes my quick analysis on video game art direction. If you liked this video, be sure to like and subscribe if you wish to see content similar to this one. Cheers and have a great day.